Edgar Santana will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Jung-Ho Kang will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Jung-Ho Kang.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Here comes the 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. Chopped foul right at home plate. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he falls behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Monday. Number 24 will come in and pitch now.
For Pittsburgh, number 24.
Stepping in, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit hard to short. Gung's got it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here. The windup and the 0-1.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Push softly over toward the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, just so late on that fastball. You're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
I tell you, he has not looked like a 220 hitter to me. This is his second hit of the ball game, and he smoked this one pretty good.
Marcell Ozuna ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chopped weakly to the left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cards leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Gregory Polanco comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now.
Second baseman
Colton Wong will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Here comes the first pitch. Number 11 stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal. So they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Well, he allowed the first 2 guys to get on in this inning, and that's something you never want to do. But then he bears down, gets the previous guy to fly out. Then he comes up with a huge strikeout right here. That's a good job to bounce back just when things were starting to look a little grim.
Drilled on the ground to short. Gung is there. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple as the lead remains 3-1. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Bud Norris is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 26.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Francisco Cervelli. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Sliced hard on the ground. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number one.
Starling Marte will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a little tapper. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
How about it? 2 ground ball outs right here to start the inning. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up a save.
Adam Frazier will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Frazier.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game 1 here in front of the home crowd.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finished.
First opened for business in 1994. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, the first of this quick 2-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Corey Kluber gets the ball for the Indians in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than 1. What that means, he's allowing less than 1 base runner per inning. Outstanding.
Christian Yelich heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, number 22.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike 1, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere. And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Kluber pauses. Here's the first pitch. Lorenzo Cain is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all. But you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Ryan Braun will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Back to first, and Braun is retired on the double play ball. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, guys, this team can absolutely fly. They lead the league in stolen bases. So be patient and let those runners move into scoring position and then follow it up with clutch hits.
Eric Timms will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
Yeah, Matty, he has been having a nice season for sure, but when you look into the numbers a little more closely, he's been scuffling a little bit lately, hitting under 250.
And that's going to be a base hit, and the Brew Crew has struck first here. It's now 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
First offering on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he misses with it. 1-1. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, not exactly the time to raise the warning flags just yet, but it's not often you'll see him give up 3 hits in the first inning. It's easy to sit here and say, maybe he doesn't have his best stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him run off a string of 8 in a row either.
Domingo Santana stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Popped high in the air. Perez has got it, and the side is retired. So Junior Guerra is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, 3-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
Francisco Lindor comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop.
We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Michael Brantley in now, popped out in his first trip.
Michael Brantley.
Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Shot toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. Long throw to the plate, and the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The batter, number 10.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
After walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Slider, ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
And it looks like these past couple of innings he's trying to be a little too fine all of a sudden. Like he's not trusting his stuff well enough. That'll spell trouble if that continues.
First pitch coming. Here it is. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. First and second here with nobody out. Nope. 1-1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
I think this one falls into the category of tailor-made. Here you go. 1, 2 hops to second, a feed to the bag, and a 4-6-3 double play. That's as easy as it comes.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Swing and a liner. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Christian Yelich will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Kluber sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, time to call on this date in baseball history, 2010. And Edwin Jackson of the Diamondbacks tosses the second no-hitter in Arizona history. Lorenzo Cain will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike 1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chisenhall giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
On the money.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ryan.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Braun. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Alonso gonna have to hurry, and they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
First baseman
Eric
number 7.
Timms steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Kipnis has it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee lead. Bradley Zimmer come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine.
Roberto Perez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop.
Francisco Lindor will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now both runners are breaking. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. This one's flared out toward left. Yelich is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. Jason Kipnis comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike two. Line hard toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ripped on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
And here, I think he's trying to get his hands into position to get rid of this ball quickly to second base, but instead, he doesn't even get any leather on it as it goes right by him for an error.
Here's Michael Brantley as this is hit softly to the left side. In to score is the runner from third, make it 5-1.
Well, time for that old baseball adage. It'll look like a rocket in the box score. Sometimes all you got to do is put the ball in play and some good things can happen. And that's definitely the case here as he's going to pick up an RBI on what's going to be scored in infield single.
Now a snap throw over to third, and the runner back easily.
Keeping him close.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Kane going back at the track. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-1 ball game. Yonder Alonso will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Matt Albers is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out, but the damage was done as the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. We're back with more on this Monday night. Travis Shaw makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
A beautiful summer night in Southern California from Dodger Stadium. We'll conclude the homestand with the first of two between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Alex Wood will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
Josh Reddick heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Into the box now, George Springer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
George Springer.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Runners on first with one down. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Ball's there, and he is out at second base. Wood gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And this is a battle of 2 first-place clubs here. Maybe even a couple of clubs that might meet again come October. Who knows? This is going to be a good one.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Belanger gonna have to hurry, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for Houston. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, in his last start, ended up taking the loss. Didn't go deep, only threw 5 innings, so hopefully he can get into the 7th or 8th in this one.
Chris Taylor comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Chris.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And reined in, 1 away. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. He's got an on-base percentage over .450 in the last 10 ball games. He's been locked in at the plate, not chasing balls out of the zone, and it's been paying off.
Corey Seager will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Marisnick. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have the highest fielding percentage in the American League. If that ball is hit, they're going to catch it. Makes the pitcher's job a whole lot easier.
Yasiel Puig will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black, or even a little off of it.
Cody Belanger will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One left for L.A. After one, no score. Carlos Correa makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3. Coming to the plate now, Yasiel Puig. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Verlander pauses. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, we'll take a look at this pitch again. It's a high fastball, and there really aren't too many options here. Pretty much all you can do is try to slap that thing the other way. Just a good piece of opposite field hitting there.
Cody Bellinger will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he can come through here.
And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Well, I think these guys are pretty lucky just to get it out on this play. You see, they try to start the double play at second base. That doesn't work out, and they're pretty fortunate that the relay throw is in time to at least get the out at first.
Standing in now, Justin Turner. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he falls behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Some of our nation. Alex Bergman is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Marwin Gonzalez will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Pedro Baez will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as the left-hander has begun to get loose. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Number 46 will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Jock Peterson will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Peterson.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Chris Taylor will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. That tails back over, strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and they leave the bases loaded. 9th. Another nice evening here in L.A. as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Kenley Jansen.
Leading off the inning, Alex Bergman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kemp moves over. One down.
You know, now that we've made it just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
George Springer will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And this ball hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Puig has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
And in a 2-game series, it's always nice to take game 1 because that ensures yourselves of no worse than a split. And they're just an out away from making that happen.
Carlos Correa makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
High in the air out to center field. Taylor has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Another job well done out of the back end of that bullpen. And he's going to get credit for save number 25 by finishing this one off.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this... Summertime by the Bay, AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Johnny Cueto, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's striking out at least 10 in every 9 innings. Not a lot of fun if you're an opposing hitter.
Aaron Hicks Heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
First of 3 to start the week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
Cueto gets the sign, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Aaron Judd will take his first cuts now. Currently second in the American League in home runs.
And near the top of the league in slugging. So that means he's doing a lot more than just hitting the ball out of the yard. He's also getting a lot of extra base hits.
And he takes ball 1. And there are the AL home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Didi Gregorius will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Yeah, the number 2 and 3 guys come through with back-to-back hits here with 1 out in first. Now they've got something cooking, and they'll try to stake themselves to an early lead.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in for the first time, and he's come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
First pitch on its way. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And there's a look at the AL RBI leaders we spoke of a second ago. Runners are at the corners with one man out. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
And now on 2-0, you can't just lay a fastball in there, or he could make this a 3-0 game before you know it.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Jackson, still going back. Gone! A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Number 22 on the year as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, he worked himself into trouble out there right off the bat. He had to go through the heart of the order with guys on base. And now the next thing you know, he's already down 3-0 before he gets out of the first.
Gary Sanchez will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home has been much better once he gets out on the road. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitters sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
3 runs already home here. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Neil Walker is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
2 out, nobody on. Grounded to the right. Fielded by Panic. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from McCovey Cove. It's now 3-0 New York. Sonny Gray is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, something to watch for. He's thrown extremely well this year on the road, so I expect a good ball game out of him.
Here comes Austin Jackson as he'll step up to get things kicked off in the bottom of the first.
Center fielder, Austin Jackson.
And this is taken outside for ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5-2 over their last 7.
They've already given their starter a 3-0 lead to work with here, so they're in good shape to maybe build on this recent run of good form.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey is in the lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the on-base percentage leaders in the National League. He brings a very patient approach to the plate, and he's not afraid to take a walk if he doesn't get what he wants. That, and he's a very solid hitter as well.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Drilled down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hot shot toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Brandon Drury will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Cueto's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Tyler Wade steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And he struck him out as well, so the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
A good heater right there. We'll take a look at it again on show track. And guys, that's already his second strikeout of the inning, and he's done it on the minimum of 6 pitches.
Stepping in now, Sonny Gray. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he falls behind, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Yeah, give him 1 pitch to try and get himself out, but now I'd be surprised if this is anything other than a fastball.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Buster Posey will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. This is popped up. Walker calls for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, first baseman
Brandon Belt will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball one. And that's too high, ball two.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Nope. 3-0. Chopped foul right at home plate. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Hicks going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Aaron Hicks will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
After a rocky 3-run first, he's really settled into a groove, and now that's 6 in a row he's set down.
Aaron Judd comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a two-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and Belt will just take this one over himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Cueto into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Hunter Pence will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Left
They're
fielder,
still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. To 2-2 now.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard toward the right side. And the Giants are officially into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Batting 8.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now. Happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Oh, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
No one out with a runner at second. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
94 on the outer edge. You can't help but take that.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. It's still an easy play out there in center field.
Johnny Cueto stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and one away, he likely won't be bunting here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, definitely taken there. May very well take another.
Here's the 3-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Giancarlo Stanton is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Cueto sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he's set now.
Sanchez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Panic is there. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Neil
Into the box
Walker.
now, Neil Walker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Joe Panic is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
We'll join this one here in the bottom of the 6th, already in progress.
Now batting,
Andrew McCutcheon
right
will stand in again.
Andrew
He lined out his
McCutcheon.
first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice, solid line drive that just didn't fall.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Buster Posey will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Gray sets. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from AT&T Park right after this. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Panic's got it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
This is qualified for a quality start so far. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. Now, just needs a little help from the bats.
Gary Sanchez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Posey gonna have to hurry. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, first
Neil
baseman.
Walker will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
In there, a base hit. Brendan
Up
Drury
next for the Yankees.
stands into the box. He's
Third
0 for
baseman,
2 so far in this
Brandon
one.
Drury.
Cueto pauses. Here it is. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Pence. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. It's the Yankees 3 and the Giants nothing. And here is Evan Longoria. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him is he's currently leading the American League in that category. So he can just flat out control a game. He's done that so far in this one, and we'll see if he can add another one to his shutouts lead.
Brandon Belt started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Ready on 1-2. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw gets him, 2 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hunter Pence stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Judd ranging back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Tyler Wade comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Second baseman, Tyler Wade.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Any question in your guys' minds about bringing the starter back here for the 8th inning?
I would have thought 7 innings would have been enough, but knowing this guy, he may have talked his manager into letting him stay and go out there for 1 more inning.
Hit hard to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. First pitch of the at-bat. Sonny Gray stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
1 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now as this game goes along, you have to wonder whether or not this will be his last inning of work. He's due to bat second when their turn comes around.
Aaron Hicks will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 3-0. Brandon Crawford will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And there's ball 1. Smokes this one into deep center field. Hicks ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
It looked like he got a fairly good read on this ball. You see him try to time his lead here, but it's just out of his reach in center. Once it's by him, this turns into an easy double.
Pablo Sandoval will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is. He has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here comes the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Now a ball lined into left field. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
And with that, there goes the shutout here in the 8th inning. Now if they're going to make a game of this thing, they're going to have to string a few more hits together in a hurry.
Joe Panic will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Over to first, Gray, and the runner back safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here comes the 1-0. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Hard liner toward short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. He can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Looped out towards short. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. 9th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 3-1. Bay Bridge, and at the other end, the city by the bay as we continue tonight's ball game from AT&T Park. Tony Watson come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Watson.
Leading off the inning, Aaron Judd, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Smoke toward third. Oh, and Longoria can't handle it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to first, back in standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
I like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped in front of home plate. And reined in, 1 away.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Giancarlo Stanton takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
One out and a runner on second base. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a pickoff play at second, and he's back standing. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of him.
But the runner's back easily.
Just checking.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Yeah, and you know you've got a good changeup when you can come out and throw it first pitch just like he did right there.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Tap foul at home plate. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Chad Green will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
57, Chad Green.
Buster Posey will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Lays off 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Here he comes on 2-0. Lays off, and it's 3-0.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Judd is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Dangerous count right there. 3-1. Dangerous pitch, too. He comes with the fastball, but he's going to live to tell about it as he gets him to loft an easy fly ball.
Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High strike there, and it's 1-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break for this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
And you got to think that guy right there is hoping he's going to get one final opportunity. They'll need a 2-out base runner for him to get any shot.
Austin Slater will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Austin Slater.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And there's ball 2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Judd over to his left, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 3-1.